Welcome to the Site Cabin Podcast, episode
5.
Episode 5.
Danny's too hot to participate this week.
Yes.
Do you need cooling down, Danny? So I'll just cool you down a little bit.
Yeah.
Are you okay there?
Get some tea.
You look all hot and bothered and irritable.
No, I'm not irritable. I'm hot.
It's
really.
boiling, isn't it?
I don't deal well with the heat.
No.
Like I like it. I'm beyond the wall.
You're a Northman.
I'm free folk.
I know what you mean.
Yeah,
Mance Raiders.
Yeah.
So that's for all you Game of Thrones fans out there,
Yeah.
basically, if you don't know what we're talking about right
Yeah.
now. I know what you mean. Yeah, you don't do well in the summer.
No, don't like it. I prefer when it's cold.
Yeah.
And
What about you, Jay?
I've been freezing my tits off all week, sat in an office with aircon.
Boo!
So
The office boy. The
even though
office
I'm
boy.
sweating, it's
The
been,
office boy once again
Yeah.
has got away with it. Nice and cool in the office.
Oh, it's beautiful. Yeah, can't beat
put
it.
full on aircon, like
Yeah.
full on
Blasting.
Did you ever, when you were on site,
Yeah.
how did you cope working in the heat? Did it bother you? Is it okay?
So it didn't. It's funny when the first experience with working on site in the heat was when I was an apprentice. We worked on a primary school, and we were repairing these window frames, and we were using 2-pack filler. So it was like a hardener and
2-pack Shakur.
2-pack Shakur.
Sorry.
2-pack. And it was.
He's still alive, by the way.
We'll do a podcast. On
Yeah, we'll
that.
do a podcast on it. Biggie and 2-pack.
You know,
and
was
whether
he
or not-
shot with a nail gun?
What did Shook Knight kill him? I don't
Yeah.
know. Did he pay for two? Was it undercover coppers? Or
Yeah,
something?
I don't know.
Some shit. Anyway, go back. Sorry, back to Danny's story.
So whenever it's hot.
Yes.
You know how you say about memories and weird things that happen?
Yeah.
I always smell in my mind when it's hot and I'm working, it goes back to that moment and I can smell Timberfill.
Really? It's like
Mixing it and remember
you actually
beaming
remember
down
being
on
in that moment.
beaming down on my back and working.
So we obviously not plan to talk about this, but I do know this. That, like, to bring it back nostalgia into your head, it's usually a song,
Yeah.
a smell,
Yeah.
or for you, it's obviously a temperature.
Temperature.
As well.
It's temperature, yeah. It's temperature. It's just too hot. I mean, can we get some t-shirts?
Yeah, we have actually ordered some t-shirts. We will actually. I'll try and get the t-shirts for the next recording for episode 6. But anyway, where have we been? Why have we not been here for 6 weeks or whatever it is? 7 weeks. What's been going on?
I've been living the dream in Scotland, London,
Seeing the
all
world
sorts, yeah.
as always.
Yeah.
He travels everywhere, doesn't he?
Yeah. Vegas in September, maybe.
my God.
We'll see.
With work.
Yeah, hopefully.
Danny,
And,
sorry,
we'll see
Jake.
a Site Cabin podcast chat there if we.
Yes,
we go
good
there.
point actually. Because
Yeah.
the Site Cabin
Yeah, we can
podcast
see.
is. I think we're going to talk about that a bit more later. But it's been on some travels. The Site Cabin
has,
podcast.
yeah.
Danny, what have you been up to?
Moving house.
Moving house. How did that go?
It was all right. It took a long time to get there.
It's a fucking nightmare,
Yeah, it's
basically.
a nightmare. Pain in the
Everybody
arse.
hates moving house.
But no, it
Are
was,
you in now? You're all sorted.
We're in. Still got boxes everywhere, and everyone knows that what
Right.
it's like. And then you'd think in the trade, you know, when your wife says, "Oh, can you put some new blinds up or something?" You think, "Oh, fuck, get me drill." I can't find a drill. I mean, I know there's one there.
There's nothing worse. You can borrow that drill if you
Borrow
want.
that.
Yeah.
Borrow that.
Shout out to DeWalt, by the way.
Yeah.
Black and yellow, black and yellow.
But no, just moving house. Dave, for yourself?
So nothing really. Absolutely nothing to write home about. Talk about. Went on holiday. A little trip to Wales with the family. That was very nice. Bit of Abersock. Shout out to Abersock. If anyone in Abersock's listening, comment, please do. Not much really. Just waiting for you two to come back so I can get on with this bloody podcast. So just apologise to our fans. We do have fans. People have been asking where it is, so we're back. As I say, we're going to try and do one a month, aren't we? As much as we can. That's the dream.
With a big ending in December. hopefully.
With a big planned
Massive.
ending in December.
Massive.
So
Big
episode
party.
10 will be the end of season 1 in December. Can't say anything at the moment, can we? Because it's all secretive at the moment. But
Free
we've got-
bar though.
Free bar. Free bar.
Danny might strip.
Danny might strip. Yeah. Actually, Danny, we sort of had a chat before we were recording about we were sort of educating Danny on OnlyFans.
Yeah.
And then Jacob said Only Dan's, you know. And then are you interested in doing an OnlyFans page? Would you do one?
I mean, the money's tempting. I don't know. My wife would what she'd say about it.
I think if you could get you semi-naked, I
Yeah.
think you'd make some serious money.
Serious
I
money.
think if you got full naked, you'd probably
The
lose all.
dad bod.
The dad bod's in. The dad bod's in, isn't it?
I don't know. I don't really.
The builder's bod.
These things.
Yeah.
I've only just got used to this.
TikTok.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know what you mean. So OnlyFans is probably a step too far.
Yeah,
at the
it's
moment.
like,
What about the OnlyFans site cabin page? Do you think that'd work?
I'll be behind the camera for that one.
Yeah. Or maybe even like a calendar.
I do a calendar.
Mr. February.
I'll do all the cold months. Someone else can do the summer months. I don't want to
Covering
stand.
the trowel could be like
Trowel,
covering up
yeah.
like your your
We could get a
your
selection
tools.
of our fans who are all in the trades.
Yes.
Men and women. We could do a joint calendar, and then
I love it.
What they cover up is their trade.
I love
the
it.
tools they use.
Not wanting to appear sexist in any way, shape, or form, we'd have to get both male and female. You said
Yeah.
girls as well, didn't you?
Yeah. So if you're a female joiner or a plasterer or painter or a site manager,
So
you know,
6 months male, 6 months female.
yeah, site managers they just hold like a clipboard or
Yeah,
something.
what
you
the
know,
fuck are we talking about?
you know, and they could do that.
I mean, joking aside, there's always a calendar in a site cabin. Always.
Yeah.
I don't mean like a
they
rude...
need it for scheduling.
Exactly. I don't mean
Yeah.
like a rude calendar. I mean
Yeah.
like an actual calendar for
Yeah.
scheduling trades and
Yeah.
Deliveries and all that
Deliveries,
type
yeah,
of stuff.
first,
So
yeah.
that's always happening, isn't it? Okay, so that's what we've been up to. So today's episode, quite a lot of everything really. We've not got a guest on, as you can see.
No.
We thought we'd just bring us
Got that
back.
guy. Got that guy there.
We've got that guy, yeah. We've got we've got a few bits on the table which we're going to talk about in a bit. I've got some statistics for you, guys, to react to. We've got Fred on the table.
We've got a giveaway, don't we? I think.
We've got a giveaway. We've got the hoodie giveaway again, yeah. So if you want to win the hoodie, all you have to do to win the hoodie is subscribe on YouTube.
Yeah.
Danny's pointing to where the hoodie is, and comment on episode 5, and whatever comment it is, if we like it, if it makes us laugh, you'll win the hoodie.
Yeah, definitely.
We had a winner last month.
We did.
Connor Field. He won the hoodie. Connor's now wearing the hoodie daily on site. I hope and pray. We've still not got a picture of it yet with Connor on it. But
Why did he win?
Because his comment was really funny. It was, it was really nice.
Yeah.
He said he loved the podcast, really enjoys listening to it, really enjoys, can't wait for it to come out, that type of thing. He was just, so it was like really positive feedback, but it was a really nice comment.
Nice, yeah. So should we say aim it that it's got to make us laugh now?
Yeah, he could make us laugh.
laugh
He
now.
could even go, "Whoa, what's up with this person?" You know,
Yeah, I like
Could even
them.
make us
I
cringe
love
or
those
whatever.
ones.
You
Yeah.
know, I don't know, whatever.
Because they think I care, and I couldn't care less.
You
what
don't
they
care,
say.
do you?
No,
You're not really
trust
bothered.
us.
So before we move on, do the email without looking at it.
Inquiries at sitecabinpodcast.co.uk.
Basically right, but kind of said wrong. But I think that was right after 5 episodes. I think it's a round of
We'll give him
applause,
that one.
Jake. Yeah, well done, Danny. Well done after 5 episodes. We've got there. We'll give him something more tricky too.
Producers even clapping.
Even the producers clapping. Yeah, fantastic. We love our producers, all. So today's episode, a few stats and a few facts. So I think we'll get into the facts first, if that's okay, and just sort of respond to them. A few construction-y facts. Here's a really good one to start off. Really, really good one. The Great Pyramid of Giza.
Oh, okay.
The Great Pyramid of Giza.
Yeah.
Was
Built by
top-
aliens.
Built by aliens. Well,
Yeah.
who knows? It could be built by aliens.
Hey, I've got one for you about that.
Do you think it was built by aliens?
No, so I went to Egypt years back.
Yeah.
With
You're not the guy on YouTube that landed on the top, are you?
No.
No.
And I went to Egypt and we had a tour. We couldn't go to the pyramids because at the time it was under military occupation. There was
Right.
a coup there, but they did let us go to the Valley of the Kings, where they have all the tombs are, Tutankhamun's and everything.
Yeah.
And there was just this guy showing us around, who Egyptologist. You know, he'd been at university for 7 years, and I just said, "What do you think about aliens building the pyramids?"
Right.
And he just laughed at me and called me tomato face.
He laughed at you, gave you a racial slur,
Yeah.
and then
and
just
then I
carried
just
on.
sort of went, "Oh yeah, I better
Yeah.
leave it." Yeah.
So he wasn't even
No, he wasn't. He was like
to him. Well,
I'm an
I
educated
presume
man.
he was Egyptian, so presume maybe to Egyptians.
Yeah, but he studied it in. I think he studied at Oxford or Cambridge, and then he'd moved back, and then he'd obviously a very educated man.
Oh, there's
And
a lot.
doing tours.
There's a lot of really educated people that think it was. They can't answer how it was built.
Yeah.
Graham Hancock's one of them. I don't know if you're familiar with Graham Hancock, but he's wrote loads of books on the pyramids, and done loads of podcasts, Joe Rogan and all that sort of stuff. Fantastic stuff, and he's convinced that it's not built by human means, but he doesn't sort of get how it, say how it is. Anyway, get back to the facts. So the tallest pyramid the Great Pyramid in Giza structure, it was the tallest man-made structure on Earth for 3,800 years.
Yeah, that's cool.
What do you think about that?
So what beat it?
I don't know.
I think it was the Eiffel Tower.
Was it the Eiffel Tower?
Be,
I might be wrong about that. But I think it is,
Okay. Yeah.
If we're wrong, tell us in the comments. Don't give us shit.
Fault.
It's my fault because I've not got the answer to that question. It's probably in the wording here, but we'll just go down to fact number 2. Concrete has been the most popular building material throughout history.
I can see that.
So throughout the history of building, concrete is the number one material.
Actually, you think it would be wood?
Yeah, maybe concrete.
What
you would actually think it'd be wood, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
Because it's trees.
Yeah.
What actually goes into concrete?
So it's sand, cement, and stone.
So it's pretty easy.
Obviously, water as well, and lime, depending on kind of.
And would you class them old mud huts as like concrete, or would it?
Well, yeah, not really. No. If you think this is a bit boring, but it's true, sort of factual. If you think about the different civilizations throughout the world, and how they've all got across. So how do you get across the issue of breaching a gap? So what I mean by that is a doorway. How do you build above a door?
With a lintel.
Well, okay, basically a lintel, yeah. So there's different types of lintels. There's a straight lintel, which is one giant piece of stone. Yeah. But there's also a curved lintel. How do you make a curved lintel? An archway, basically. Originally, the only way you can do an archway is by forming it with some sort of adhesive. Yeah. Yeah. So different civilizations created all their archways and created the breach of a gap by using the materials available to them, which is why the Roman Empire, it was all curved archways. The Egyptian Empire, it was straight. It was all flat archways. But concretia is like a Latin, is like a sort of a Greek. I think it's Greek. It could be Greek or Roman. I'm not quite sure. Damn, I should be checking my stats, really, shouldn't I?
See, after all them comments, Dave's not a thicko, is
Yeah, see, I'm not an idiot. I'm not an idiot. I kind of know what I'm talking about. Ish. I'm pretty sure concrete is named after something to do with in Rome, with when Vesuvius went up and the ash that came out of Vesuvius. Obviously, somebody realised that if they mix water with that ash, then it creates a strengthening product that they could build, materials to. Something like that. I'm not quite sure if that's 100% right. Might be wrong. I don't know. I don't care anyway. Fuck it. If you start commenting on my wrong facts, I don't care.
That's how Alex Jones started. Look what happened to him.
I know Alex Jones has just been fined $43 million for saying a mass shooting didn't happen in
America.
In America, yeah. America, fuck yeah. Sorry, I had to do that because it's out of
Team America.
Team America, yeah.
Big fan.
The steam engine revolutionised construction transportation.
Yeah.
Feeling that?
Yeah.
Any experience with the steam engines?
I have actually. My old house.
It's got to be Thomas the Tank Engine.
My old house where I lived. Steam trains, steam engines. There used to be Fred Dibner. He had a
Fred had a steam.
He used to have it knocking about, didn't he? When he was alive.
I actually spoke to a chap the other day that told me he'd worked in Fred Dibner's garden on the archway that Fred built, and it's now fallen down. But it's long. It's really old, and he kind of sort of rebuilt it basically in Fred's honour. Basically, moving forward, we've also got the average age of a construction worker globally is, have a guess. Globally.
36.
Close-ish.
Yeah, I was going to say 41.
Very close. 42. Yeah. Average age of a construction worker globally, 42 years old.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
So I don't know, what does that mean? Does that mean not a lot of youngsters are coming into it, or people that come into it stay into it? I mean, you can interpret that in any way, couldn't you?
I believe. I don't know the actual figures, but I believe that it's been a high high intake for apprentices.
Yeah, we're going to get onto that in a minute with the stats.
Yeah.
We're going to get
So,
onto that. We have,
Be interesting to see what they actually are.
yeah. Another one. Younger generations are less interested in the construction industry. How's that a fucking fact? That's obvious. Younger generations, you know, you can earn your money in your bedroom now by taking your clothes off. No, you can earn your money in your bedroom by typing on a computer or whatever. Doing that. But exactly. Being an influencer or whatever. So, you know, why would you go out to work and break your back? I don't know.
In the too hot, in the too cold.
Oh my God.
Too wet,
in the too
dry.
hot, the too cold. Builders are just never happy, are they?
But I think that sort of stuff has a shelf life, whereas a trade is strong, it's powerful.
Good point.
It's there. It's never going to go away. Like one thing with a trade,
You are right there.
is that it doesn't matter where you go with a trade or what you end up doing. You'll always have it. And something our dad, you know, said to us and parents, it's so true. Like if you've got a skill where you can physically do something,
I know.
that will never ever
leave you.
So no matter where you go in your life,
I know.
or what you do,
You're right. I know.
you will always be able to earn money because of your skills.
Yeah, because it'll always be wanted, won't it? Really.
It will
And it always instills a bit of hard work in someone as well, doesn't it?
It definitely does. Yeah. So I think it's important. It's great doing all this crap, whatever it is.
No, it's not crap because most of our viewers are watching us right now on these.
That. Yeah.
I know what you mean, though. I
But
know what you're saying.
It's good to you know to get something as well.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah.
Globally, women comprise only 10.9% of construction workers in the field today. Globally.
10%.
That's more than I'd have thought. To be
So
honest.
Actually, I
yeah.
thought it was more
I'd
than I
thought
thought,
less
Yeah.
than 5.
Yeah, globally.
That's good.
That's not trades, though. Don't forget that's construction as a whole.
Yeah.
So that could be all the different job roles within construction.
Yeah.
Women fulfill.
Yeah, because I think when we talk about women in construction a lot, we actually mean on the tools.
We refer to them as the tools.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
We don't sort of refer to them as site managers,
Site managers,
or
engineers, or-
exactly, or
yeah,
architects, or whatever. But
yeah.
there are.
But I would like to see more on the tools. I would. I think they should be.
less than 1%. There's about 1% of bricklayers are women.
Yeah.
You know, but what are the stats for what percentage of men are nurses? If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You know, that would be, I assume, and I know that will be a really low
It must
statistic.
be lower, yeah.
It will be. It definitely will be. It definitely will be. Let's have a look at another one. By 2023, women will account for 25% of the construction workforce.
That's a big.
I think that's a big jump, isn't it?
That's 15%.
Yeah,
more.
where am I getting my stats from here? Where's this? What is this?
I mean, if so, great, brilliant. You know.
I'm not sure if not sure if I agree with that.
No.
Not because I don't want women to be in the construction industry, but whether or not that'll actually happen or not.
Yeah.
I genuinely don't know. Some of these are quite boring, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah, get pick a random one.
Let's have a look. Construction equipment rentals encourage private projects. These aren't facts. This is terrible. The average time of construction rentals is 6 days. So when you rent something, because what a lot of people probably don't realise is in construction is you don't buy a lot of the
Some
equipment. You
stuff
rent
is too
it.
expensive. Yeah.
You rent it, don't you?
Yeah.
What's your biggest purchasing when in your construction?
Oh, good question, Jay.
That's a
Great
What's
great
the
question.
most you've spent on a single bit of kit?
Ooh,
That's a great question.
that's a really good one. Well, a van.
Yeah.
A van is a tool.
Yes, a bit of a cop out that. Apart from your van,
Would a lot of people like lease vans, or do they buy? Because they get
Yes,
vans
good
and they're
one.
filthy,
Yeah,
aren't they?
the
Good
thing
one,
is with a
Jay.
lease. I was myself. I was always a bit reluctant to lease a vehicle in construction because of the damage you can cause to it. You know, carrying materials around, stock, tools, etc. It is unfortunately there is a van does always attract people wanting to rob it. It does.
yeah.
You have to get away from that. But I think I'm trying to think now. Most expensive thing I've bought. God, I mean, it's actually not that much compared to what other people have to do.
Fucking petrol at the moment.
But a nail gun,
Yeah,
my Fez tool. Shout out to Fez tool.
Shout out to Fez tool. That's your favourite tool, isn't it? Fez tool?
Favourite Fez-
You
oh.
love Fez tools.
Yeah.
Nobody knows what we're talking about in this
No.
room. other
I
than you.
remember I bought a Fez tool a long time ago, right, in a galaxy far, far away.
Danny's
right?
talking about his Fez tool again.
And I walked on site and somebody said, "Where have you got that from? Quick Save." Right. And I
Because
was
it
like,
looked a bit cheap and nasty.
Because it was like German and they
Yeah.
were like, it's silver and green
Yeah.
and blue at the time.
Yeah.
I've still got it now. And that knobhead, whoever it said it, I
Yeah.
can't remember who it was.
Yeah.
You
You're
know,
well wrong.
You're well wrong. You keep going using your other brands.
Brilliant. Construction industry is estimated to reach $14.4 trillion, because it's globally this, so dollars, by 2030. Every 1 in 14 people globally work in the construction industry. So every 1 in 14 people.
Jesus.
So we're not fucking around here. 10% of the world's GDP is generated by the construction sector. Danny, what's GDP?
I've no idea. What is it?
Gross domestic product. So don't ask me to explain it. I just know what it stands for.
Someone said to me the other week, someone said USP, and I was like, USP?
USP.
And I was like, do you mean the thing that goes in
USP,
your
yeah. Unique selling point.
Yeah, yeah.
I know what that means, yeah. It's our USP, it's our USP. Oof, people talk like that.
Yeah, but in the end, though, I just want to say, so you mean something that sells well?
Yeah, basically, it's what your number one thing.
Yeah.
What's the construction site cabin podcast? That was wrong. What's the site cabin podcast? USP.
We don't dick around.
We don't mess around. Yeah, us three. Yeah, it's got to be, hasn't it? It's got to be. We're all different. We're all
and these brands.
Yeah, we're all very different.
The name, love the name.
We love the name. Have we ever told a story about how the name came about?
I think the man should.
It's not really that funny though, is it? Yeah. It's just like walking up some stairs and Jay went, "The site cabin podcast," and we both went, "Yeah, that's it." That's basically how it came about.
Job done.
That is basically how it came about.
Yeah.
Okay, quick question for you to both to react to. Building and construction roles that receive the highest average salary from 1 to 10.
Okay.
Number 10, scaffolder, 31,000. We're feeling that?
It's more than your, a few more than your average graduate, isn't it? So
Yeah, I think it probably is actually. Yeah. I won't read them all out. Number 8, painting and decorator, 33,000. What are you laughing at? Danny, you can't laugh at paint and decorators. We love paint and decorators.
33 grand.
Average salary for a painting and decorator in the UK is £33,000. Average salary.
Yep.
I presume these are all
Scaffolders should get more.
Scaffolders should be on more, do you think? 31. Do you think scaffolders work harder than paint and decorators?
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
100%.
Physically, they do.
And they've got more responsibility.
Who have?
Scaffolders.
Yeah, I don't know if you can say that though. Say you're working at someone's house, right? Hang on. Say you're working at someone's house and you've got £1,000 a roll
Yeah.
wallpaper,
Yeah.
right? I'm not going to put that up.
What I'm
No
saying
way.
is that scaffolder, if he doesn't do his job right,
Someone's
it's
dead. Yeah, good point.
a scaffolder's not an artist, though, is he?
Yeah.
Or her.
Yeah. Is a paint and decorator an artist?
It could be.
Piss artist.
Yeah. Are they artists though? Do you think they are?
No, listen. I'm
Paint and
only,
decorators, do you class yourselves as artists?
I'm only kidding to an extent, but
I know you are.
They are. There's some fantastic decorators, proper decorators.
Yeah, proper job. Yeah, I agree. Number 5, electrician. On average, £35,141 a year.
Yeah.
I'd have thought that would be more for electricians.
I'd have thought 40 at least.
Yeah,
I
thought
was going to go 40. Yeah.
They're normally considered like the better paid.
I've seen a video on this thing, and where there's this guy and he does like different trades, and the one he does for electrician, the electrician walks in, he's just doing that with cash.
Oh yeah, making it rain.
Yeah. And I thought that's fair.
That's electricians. They all drive around in Rolls Royces.
Yeah.
Basically, don't they? Ferraris.
Yeah.
This is cards in, if you like. So this is employed.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So maybe that's why it's a little bit less. Handyman, 35,500.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
Yeah. And then the top 2, here we go. Plasterer, 37,700 for a plasterer at the moment in the UK. Average salary. Doing okay. That's a decent living. I think that's a decent... It's good.
That's probably about 30 up here up the north, isn't it?
Yeah, obviously this is across the UK, so you're absolutely right. It'll change depending on your location
for
the UK.
for Manchester, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. And top of the shop, any guesses? Passes that there, Danny.
It's like Excalibur.
Top of the shop on 38,000. bricklayers.
I believe you've got a trick with that. haven't you?
Bricklayers on
Let's see if he's earned his
38,000.
loot.
Oh no! Yeah, that was all right. That was all right. If anyone has a go at me, it's because of my arms over the kind of, it's my trowel from when I was on the trade on the tools. I'm still on the tools.
What brand's that, Dave?
That is a Marshalltown trowel that needs a good clean. Because I'm not using it every day, so I don't clean it every day. If you're using that every day, you'd clean that every day with sand and an old stone, or you'd put your foot on it and drag it across the floor, and that'd clean it. Or you'd get a grinder on it and clean it.
Yeah.
That's a really common thing to do. But yeah, top of the shop. At the moment in the UK, bricklayers, highest paid trade at the moment.
What's your opinion on a robot?
A robot bricklayer?
Yeah.
I've seen loads of these. I've seen absolutely loads of these.
Yeah.
It's a really interesting thing. My opinion is, fuck the robots. That's my opinion. Don't take our jobs.
Just for the record, I don't believe that you can kill Dave for robots.
Yeah, like in like 100 years' time, if like some AI is watching this
Terminator.
and decides to come and hunt me down, well, I'll be dead, but maybe my family will still be alive.
Yeah.
You know, like AI or something. Joking apart, I don't know. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. How can it be a good thing? Because it's going to take humans, bricklayers' jobs. Saying that, will they ever be able to get a robot to like patch? Will they ever get a robot to repair? They can get a robot to build new, but it's basically a 3D printer. That's all it is.
Yeah.
And they say that putting this robot in, they'll replace the jobs for the bricklayers. But I've seen bricklayers who can't use a laptop or a phone. So how are they going to use these machines and help to keep
Yeah,
up with it?
exactly right. Someone's got to operate the machine.
And it's not the bricklayers' fault. They've just never done it before. They don't want to do it.
They don't want to do it. They've never had. They've never really had to do it actually. So I know what you mean. I don't know. It's a difficult one. There's so many different bricklaying robots as well. If you Google them, there's hundreds of them, and they're all. I don't know what's a good offensive word I can use for a robot.
They all like short circuit.
Yeah, they're all like short circuit. Johnny Five.
Johnny Five, yeah.
Probably might be a bit. Maybe people won't realise what that is. It's from a film called Short Circuit, where a robot basically becomes self-aware.
Yeah.
It's like Terminator-ish, but he's a nice robot.
Is it like a nice one?
Yeah, it's a bit.
Do you reckon people won't know that?
Some people will know what Short Circuit is. Other people won't know what Short Circuit is.
Yeah.
If you're a 20-year-old lad watching this right now, you have a fucking clue who Johnny Five is.
They won't. Yeah.
Number 5 is alive. No one's going to know what that is. No one will know who Steve Guttenberg is, and people like that who was the actor who starred in it. So I'm waffling. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm waffling. But yeah. So you put me off my rhythm. Yeah. I don't know.
Be interesting.
Yeah. Is there any joinery robots?
No, but you could say, like when Jay said before about operating them, I think in a workshop now a big thing is a CNC machine where it's programmed in.
Yeah.
And then it basically knocks the stairs out.
So it makes a full flight of stairs.
Yeah, and it's an incredible machine.
Yeah, you literally put the wood in and it just makes the flight of stairs.
It's an amazing machine, really, a CNC. It's been around for a while, but
Did you ever work with one when you were serving your time?
I have used one, yeah. I've not used one for years, so I'd need training on it, but do CAD designs on it and putting those into it and working it. But I've not worked on one.
So
for
you
years.
put pieces of wood in one end, and out the other end comes a full piece of stairs.
Santa Claus the movie with Dudley Moore.
Dudley Moore.
Yeah. But he balls it all.
Yeah, he knackers that machine up. That machine goes crazy, doesn't it? All kids start to fall off the bikes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like the chairs I
Father
made.
Christmas goes crazy in that film.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
So we've done average salaries for the trades people. Thought we'd just do average salaries for the non-trades.
Okay.
Top 5. Do you want to have a guess?
I reckon bankers.
Whoa. So this is in construction.
Oh, right. Sorry, I thought you were going in.
Yeah. Wankers, bankers. I don't think we should even dub that. They were responsible for the crash of 2008.
All of them.
They steal all. They take everything.
Take all your money.
Take all our money.
Yeah.
They tell us to stop buying Netflix.
Yeah, and they say to us, you can't drink your Spa cider or your fucking Stella or whatever. I don't know, whatever it is. So your Budweiser or whatever. Yeah. So we're not doing it. We power to the people. Power to the people. Anyway, top 5
salaries.
highest paid salaries in construction, non-trades. Good shout. Site managers are on there, coming in on average across the UK. I feel like a radio presenter, doing the charts. Hello, pop pickers. I've lost my thread. Here we go. 70 grand a year on average across the UK. Site managers. Number 2.
What kind of quals do you need to be a site manager?
That's a good question. It's a great question. Depends on the company that you work for.
Yeah,
depends on. Some companies might say you can only be a site manager if you've got like a level 6
So
site
degree kind of thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
level 6
Yeah.
site supervisory qualification, which will get you the black card.
Yeah.
Others companies might have you come up through the ranks.
Yeah.
You know, maybe.
I've seen some on the level 3.
Yeah.
Level
Yeah.
3. There's elements of that on the level 3. You know.
There is supervisory parts of a level 3 qualification.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So you know, I think
And
like Dave said, it depends on the client.
You
as
can
well.
be a site manager of we're building 4 houses.
Yeah.
Or you can be a site manager of we've got 1,000 houses. There's a big difference. And obviously there is, but there is, genuinely is. Normally the huge sites don't have one site manager. They might have 4 or 5.
Yeah.
Maybe one big head honcho and a few minions
Yeah.
that nobody really, like the graduate type of site managers, that type of thing.
All the trades love them.
Yeah. Yeah.
They get on with them.
Yeah, they don't get on with him. That's very sarcastic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Danny's tired tonight. He's hot and bothered, and he's
hot.
tired.
And Tomato Face is coming back.
Tomato
slowly.
face. Tomato face.
He
Jog on
gets
tomato
salted.
face.
I know.
What's an Egyptian accent?
No.
No.
Can't do one.
No, I don't see why not. It's not nothing. We're not doing anything wrong
I
there.
can't.
I was only going to replicate
He's-
how he said it.
He just said when he asked about the aliens.
Was he like deeply offended?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know-
yeah.
You know what would have been funny? I bet you were on more money as a joiner than he was as a genius.
Yeah.
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 Historian.
It was very like I just wasn't thinking. I was like,
Yeah,
well,
but it's a common thing with the pyramids.
Yeah.
Oh, they've been built by aliens. Everybody either has said it, suspected it, or kind of thought it or whatever.
It was when I tell you where it was. It was Karnak, and it was where one of the James Bond films was where Roger Moore's running through. I don't know if it was Moonraker or one of them. Where
It's where he's in the Lotus.
yeah, it's something, and it's where he was filmed, and it was the obelisk there, and it was how they transported it down the Nile.
The
And I
obelisk.
was like, there is.
Is it one piece?
It was one piece of granite that was massive.
Yeah.
There is no way.
Well, this is the thing, right? So some of the sarcophaguses are one piece of granite, but they're cut out inside.
Yeah.
So it's still one piece of
And
granite.
immaculately
So imagine a square piece of granite, but with a square hole in the middle of it.
How do you cut that now?
How do you exactly?
So
How do you cut that now?
little green aliens with laser cutters?
Yeah.
for eyes.
I think it's aliens. I do believe in aliens. I also think aliens built the pyramid at Stockport as well, to be quite honest with you. That's in Greater Manchester in the UK.
I'd love to go in there.
Oh, the
If
pyramid.
anyone knows how to get in there,
Yeah, can you hit us up? 'Cause
I'd
we want
love
to go
to
into
go
the
in.
pyramid. We should do a podcast from the
I'd
pyramid.
love to do a podcast.
That'd be so good, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Basically, Barclays Bank rented it for years. And it's now left derelict, and
Oh, breaking later. aren't
it's like a famous point of.
They were supposed to
reference.
build three, weren't they?
Yeah, it's got to be called the Valley of the Kings. how embarrassing! Who at Stockport Council ever came up with that? What we'll do is, we'll make these all glass pyramids. I mean, I don't know. There's part of me that looks at that and think I love it, and there's part
I
of me that
love
looks at it
it.
and think it's awful.
You've got that.
I hate it and love it.
You've got that, and then you've got the
Biggest brick built structure in Europe.
And
Stockport Viaduct.
so within less than like half a mile, you've got the glass pyramid.
You've got a
the
genius,
viaduct,
beautiful.
and then you've also got the top. Is it the worst or fourth worst looking building?
Red Rock.
Red Rock.
It won the award for the worst looking cinema building in the UK.
It's a great cinema.
Oh, what's the award? It's like an architectural award, but it's like a raspberry type award.
Yeah,
It's that
yeah,
type of
yeah.
award, basically. Actually, it's a great cinema,
No, it's great cinema.
but it does look.
When you're driving on the M60, you think,
You just think, what is that?
Yeah.
You look at it and think, what is it? Some sort of like.
you literally drive past all three.
Yeah. There you go.
What is the ugliest building you've ever seen?
Oh, great
There's some
question.
corkers for you. That.
The ugliest building I've ever seen.
Shall I tell you what pissed me off?
Go on.
The Empire State Building.
Really?
It's not that good.
Was
I
it
mean,
really?
in 1940 whatever when they built
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
amazing. But no, it took me 2 looks at it to realise what it were.
Really?
No, obviously I don't want to degrade it, and you'll get people to know it's amazing.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's just compared to the new stuff.
It was a bit of a letdown, basically.
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
I've never been.
I always think that when I've been to London, I love Big Ben. It's amazing. I know Big Ben's the bell and not the building and all that tower and all that shit. But anyway, it's always a lot smaller than what you actually think. If you know what I mean. You know, you look at Big Ben on the brown sauce bottle, you think, fucking hell, it's massive, that building. Do you know what I mean? It's not actually that big. Or when there's a reporter outside going, welcome to the 6 o'clock news, and Boris Johnson has done this and lied against the nation, all that. Big Ben's behind it. It's this massive towering thing. Actually, it's not that big.
Well, I did the same at the World Trade, the new World Trade Centre.
Yeah, yeah.
And I looked and I thought, it's not that big, that. And I looked at Google Maps and I was 2 miles away from it still. I don't wonder it. It's like,
Did you go up the new?
no, I went to the bottom of it and it's
Right.
I think it's the tallest building in North America.
Oh, is
I think
it?
It's like the 6th in the world or something, 6 or 7 in the world.
Oh, yeah.
That's interesting.
Is the tallest building in the world still? Is it the one in Dubai?
Yeah, it's the Burj Khalifa.
Burj Khalifa, yeah.
yeah.
Burj
I don't
Khalifa,
know,
yeah.
yeah.
I think it's the one that Tom Cruise sort of
He
hung out of
jumped
with one
out,
glove. And in the other film, what's that film with the cars?
Fast and Furious.
Yeah. So just, I might as well. I'm going to come out now and say I've never seen one Fast and the Furious film ever. But they jump into it across 2 buildings.
I don't know. I was thinking.
I might be completely wrong here.
I was
I
thinking
think it was
about
Vin Diesel and
Tom Cruise. He's a bit mental with his he loves jumping out of buildings and doing weird shit. And
I thought you were going to relate it to construction.
yeah, no, he'd probably do something. He's always on buildings. He's always jumping out of buildings.
Yeah, he is always jumping out of
You
buildings.
know.
Or blowing buildings
Or blowing
up.
buildings up.
Actually, yeah.
So
Actually, there is a lot of construction employment in the movie industry.
I'd love to talk about this.
Set design.
I've in a job that I do. I've actually been on some.
You've been on a set.
Yeah.
Which can you say what TV company was it? Maybe you could say that.
It was Sky.
Sky. Nice.
Yeah, they were the joiner I was going to see. He was working on. In fact, I went to see him. I think, in fact, I used it as an excuse. I went to see him about 7 times. I'd have to see him, observe him so many times.
Did you get in at the background, like as an extra?
Yeah,
Like,
and it was on this period
Like
drama
Forrest
that he
Gump
built, and it was amazing what he did. Amazing.
So was he building all like the sets?
He was just building period drama houses.
Yeah.
It covered everything that he needs because of he was basically just building houses.
Yeah. So, as I say, a lot of people in construction work in the movie TV industry.
yeah.
My brother and dad worked on the new Coronation Street set. They built the new Coronation Street set. Yeah. In fact, there's a great story about that actually. So when they were working on the set, there was obviously a load of bricklayers working on the set. They were all doing it together, having a bit of a laugh and a joke. And one of the bricklayers, I'm right in saying, was always eating like a lollipop. Oh, he'd always have a lollipop, basically. Not an ice lolly, like a sweet lollipop. And he started leaving his lollipop sticks in certain parts of the set. And he's still, to this, excuse me, to this day, there's still about 6 or 7 lollipop sticks that you can still see in like the hanging basket outside Rita's shop.
That's brilliant.
And like on like the root or in the gutter of one of the. So look out for these lollipop sticks because they're secretly hidden all around the Coronation Street set. Probably if you're a Coronation Street producer watching this right now, you're thinking, bastards! But that's a true story.
They say it like the Wembley Arch, there's loads of Middlesbrough memorabilia in the middle of it.
Oh, I think they do that a lot, don't they?
Maybe if someone has a thing where they've done it, message us, put us a comment on.
That would be amazing.
I know one that's not far from here. He's put his initials inside of a building.
What, a builder's put his initials inside?
A bricklayer put his initials in the side of a building, which is literally 5 minutes from here. Yeah. And it's SK.
You have to tell us more, Danny.
So when obviously, as bricklayers will know, there's variants in different types of brick, of different colours. Yeah. So he handpicked it, and as he was building the gable,
I'm with you.
He put his initials.
So in the actual colour of the brick, so you could see the word.
So when you drive past now, I thought you knew this.
No.
Right.
Don't say who it is.
I'm not going to say where it is.
Don't say who it is. Yeah.
And I don't know that. I actually don't know the bricklayer.
Yeah.
The person who told me was a friend of ours.
Yeah.
And but when you see it now, you will never not see it.
Well, there's a common thing in when builders work on famous landmarks, especially football stadiums. Yeah. They'll always say like they'll bury like a United shirt in the city,
cities,
all that sort. Like when the Tottenham Stadium was being built, there was all that sort of thing going on. Have I ever told you the story about the Ford Fiesta in the back garden of a house? So I was working on a site in Manchester. I've not told this story. Definitely
No.
not. We can cut it out if I have anyway. I was working on a site in Manchester, and the ground worker, the plant operator, used to come in a Ford Fiesta. It broke down, couldn't start it. It was there for 3 or 4 days, couldn't start it. This was years ago, and this is when you had to pay for your car to be scrapped. So he was like, fuck that, I'm not paying for it to be scrapped. So he dug a hole in the back garden of a house, a plot of a house, right? And he buried his Fiesta in the car, in the ground, covered it up, turfed the lot, still there to this day. So somewhere in the middle of Manchester, in someone's garden, is a Ford Fiesta buried in the back garden.
That's amazing.
It's a true story. It's absolutely a true story.
See, I've got one.
But I'm not going to say where it is.
That I knew a joiner who got really worked up with a customer.
Yeah. Oh no.
And he was fitting stairs, and he basically it happened. So in the stair treads and underneath it was the back was plied as well. How they did it.
Yeah.
So he took a shit in the stair tread.
Oh, the dirty bastard!
And then put the stair tread back and fixed it.
So, that is all. So let's get this right. So somewhere in Greater Manchester,
Yep.
there is someone walking up their stairs on a daily basis, right?
Feces in it.
And there's a poo under the stairs that they've got no idea is there.
There's nothing there.
It's probably like mummified now and stuff.
Yeah.
Going back to Egypt.
Oh, we're talking 15 to 18 years ago. Yeah.
I mean, we've talked about this previously, and not on the pod, but about whether or not we should ever talk about this, about whether or not, there's the famous stories about builders working at people's houses, and what goes on when the people leave the house, in terms of do they just go and make themselves a brew? Do they use the facilities? All of that sort of thing. Whether or not it's going to be, we're going to talk about it or not, I don't know. But I mean, there are lots of stories I've heard of builders in houses. Not necessarily doing anything inappropriate. I'll give you one example. There was a builder who, some people don't let you use the toilet at their house. They genuinely say, well, they just make it obvious that you can't use the toilet. So where does a builder go to the toilet? So this guy had gone into the garage, got a bucket, and started going to the toilet in the bucket. But the customer walked in as he was doing it. Luckily for him, the bucket was right in front of him, sort of. So he was holding the bucket in place, going to the toilet while speaking to the customer. I don't think they ever realised.
Brilliant.
Yeah. I mean, on sites as well, you don't always go to the toilet where it should be. You just go...
Just go in the back garden.
You go in...
I go in the back garden of my own house. No.
I think all men do.
Yeah.
I think all men do. Yeah, I think all men... I'm just conscious we never got to number one best paid... in construction, not trade.
Engineer?
No. So surveyor is at 70k.
Yeah.
It's a joint second with site manager. Number one best paid in construction on average is a QS, a quantity surveyor.
I don't.
Yeah.
I'm surprised.
Quantity
by that.
surveyor, and the reasons for that, I presume, are because they're the people that take care of the money and sort of take care of the booking in.
They took care of themselves.
And take care of themselves, yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah. It's like the MPs. Shall we give ourselves a pay rise this year?
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's give ourselves a pay rise. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah. Another
People can't pay their electricity bills.
People can't pay their electricity bills.
Council tax.
People can't feed themselves. Old people can't heat themselves. Yeah. Get a log burner. That's what I'd say.
Oh, yeah. Anyone in construction, get a log burner.
Get yourselves a log burner. Yeah. If you're in construction and you've not got a log burner, why haven't you got a log burner? You've got access to loads and loads of offcuts of free, cheap bits of wood. Bring it home, shove it in your log burner, heats the home.
That'll be just something good to talk about. How much stuff gets nicked from construction sites?
Oh, well.
Because I bet there's a fair bit of timber, isn't there? As well as the offcut.
Well, I'll tell you what there is, definitely. There is stuff that finds its way home. Absolutely. I think it's right to say that. Whether that's from permission from the site manager or not, I'm not sure. I don't want to get anyone in trouble. But there's loads of old stories I've heard about, deliveries of bricks coming onto site, and they've paid the driver cash just to say, take it to that extension or whatever,
Yeah.
and rather than drop it there, but the site agent still signed for it. Do you know what I mean? So loads of
Loads of stuff has happened, I think.
Well, I think every single site in this country probably has some element of materials that find the way off the site. You're doing your house up at night or whatever, and you need some
a new bath tap. I'll have that.
The bath taps, screws, bags of plaster, cement, bricks.
It's the really
timber.
weird ones that people take sometimes. Don't you think? What like
wind deformers or something, like UPVC wind deformers or something.
Yeah.
There's never enough on a plot of all
tie wires, Nicking tie
damp
wires,
course.
damp
It all goes, doesn't it?
It does,
really?
yeah.
Basically, it all goes. What have we got on the table today, boys? What's happening on the table?
We got a tool of the week this week, Dan.
Tool of the week.
Tool of the week. We got a couple, haven't we? Really?
We have got a good selection tonight. So obviously, Dave, we've done a bit on the Marshalltown trowel there. We've got a couple of different hammers. We've got
Get the hammers up, Danny.
Lump hammer here, and we've got a claw hammer. So
Difference between the two.
Difference between the two. A bit more weight, a bit more power behind this one. If you're going for a bricklayer, if you're going through brick, block, stone, whatever you're shaping stone, and you need a bolster as well. It'll give you a bit more
oomph.
And it's not about accuracy; it's about power. It's about power.
Yeah.
It's Thor.
I like it.
Fat
Thor.
Fat Thor.
Fat Thor. My son's called Daniel Fat Thor, and I think they're probably right.
You're probably right. Yeah.
You look like melted ice cream.
Strawberry ice cream.
Tomato ice cream.
Tomato. But strawberry.
Strawberry ice cream, yeah.
And then we've got a claw hammer here.
Joiner's best friend.
Yeah, joiners. A lot of tradies will have different. Sparkies will have one. Joiners.
It's an absolute classic tool, though, isn't it?
It's a great tool.
It is. I know it's only a hammer, but it's a classic tool, isn't it?
It's a great tool.
Think about what that's done for the human race.
Yeah,
just that tool.
It's such a simple thing, but
if you were stuck on a desert island,
yeah,
which tool would you? Right, you've got the pick of any tool. Which tool would you take? It doesn't have to be a hammer. I mean, any tool.
I'd take that, but I'd shape that into an axe.
Oh, nice. Yeah. I'm with you.
I'd have a half axe / hammer.
There's like a roofer's hammer, which is like
There's
like an axe.
That hammer.
Yeah.
Let's have a look at that, Danny.
Yep.
So say you've a joiner, you've had a few stoops the night before.
Yeah.
That's not a big landing area.
Yeah.
For the old...
Oh, yeah.
I bet there's been a few. Have you ever missed it?
Oh, God, yeah.
Oh, hammer rash.
Yeah, massively.
Bashed in thumbs.
Bashed in hands and all sorts of stuff, really.
What about that? Have you ever knelt on that little thing?
I'll tell you what I have done when I've had a smacking away and bang, it hit my head and go, oh, shit, like that. That's why I use a nail gun now. But great, so simple, but brilliant tool.
Shout out to Stanley, by the way.
Shout out to Stanley.
Black and yellow. Hello. Good God, what does it take to sponsor us?
We've got some chisels.
We've got some chisels.
We've got these. Some Irwin chisels. Shout out to Irwin.
Shout out to Irwin.
Blue and yellow.
Blue and yellow.
Joiner's best friend should be the first. Should be the first thing you buy if you're a joinery apprentice.
Yeah, like in Hollywood when like someone's going to be tortured, and the bad guy comes along and he's got this big bag, and he rolls it all out, and all these things appear as he rolls it all out. Some of them would sit well in that.
Yeah, they would.
That
Like a Jack the Ripper type.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Display of.
How many chisels does a joiner need?
If I'm honest, I think a good select. I mean, look. 4 would do most jobs.
4 would
they
do
really
most,
would. These 4 here would do a lot of jobs. Yeah. I think it's always good to have a good selection of chisels.
Yeah.
I'd say a good strong 6 to 10.
I was just thinking for our audio listeners, you just have to get us on YouTube for this bit because obviously it's we're showing off.
For a good hammer and a good set. Well, good hammer. What are you paying for a good hammer?
I think a good hammer these days around 40 quid.
What about a pack of them?
Decent chisels. So if I'm honest, this is where it's been a while since I've bought a set of chisels, but probably, I don't know, probably going to say around 80, 90 quid.
Right.
So, 90 quid for that. You're about to start your apprenticeship
Yeah.
joiner. What's that like? Week's wages, isn't it? Few days
Yeah,
wages?
3 days wage, 2 days wages.
So how much of a boost would that be if your employer bought them? For you?
Exactly. exactly.
You'd be buzzing, wouldn't you?
What's
Yeah.
the minimum wage for an apprentice in the UK currently in construction?
I don't know.
£5.50.
£4.81.
Yeah,
£4.81 an hour.
Bollocks.
Oh, yeah.
£4.81 an hour if you are a construction.
Who sets
apprentice.
that?
Well, it's the national minimum wage.
I don't agree with that.
It's a piss take, isn't it?
Yeah, I know there's paying for the course and things like that, but that's too low.
But here's something. Like, you get a lot of older tradespeople. They started when they were like 13, 14. So our 18-year-olds now earning that money at 18 when people were earning miles better money as 13, 14-year-olds 20, 30 years ago.
Yeah, I know.
Does that make sense?
I know.
Yeah.
It does make sense.
And if these people are just as good, if they can be, why
It does
are they,
make sense.
why are they limited on what they can earn?
I know. It does. It makes perfect sense. I totally agree with you, Jay. Totally agree with you, Danny. Power tools.
Power tools, right now. What we have got, love this impact drill.
Oh, God, I'm blinded.
With a torch. It's got a torch on it, Dan.
Just point it down the camera. You know.
Is the torch really useful? I mean, does anyone ever really use the torch?
Oh God, yeah.
You don't take that camping with you and go, oh shit, where's the zip and shit? You know what I mean?
Well, I have done.
You taking that? You taking
Not camping. Oh, I have done. You know, in loft, and Mrs. is saying, "Where's that bloody Santa?
where's the Christmas decoration?
Where's the Christmas decoration? I
Hang
don't
on a
bloody know
minute.
where they are. I'll get the drill. I'll have a look because we've not got a light because I keep promising you that I'll put it up. But no, you know, yes. Do you use the light? Yeah, of course. Like if you're in like in a loft, you know, it's brilliant. It's an absolutely fantastic thing to use. But
It's like we're working for QVC or something. Trying to fucking sell. Shout out to the wall. We know we shouted out to the wall. What's the difference between the two?
so an impact drill, more lightweight, but God, the power that you know.
Yeah, behind that one.
Oh my God, the power
Yeah.
behind that with the screws that can get in.
Yeah.
This one is obviously
Built my extension, that.
nice drill. So you can obviously, you know, you can have posi bits in it, flat
Yeah,
bits
yeah.
in it, but it's also you can change this to. This can actually have just drills, so any like wooden drill bits
Yeah.
or metal drill
Yeah.
bits.
Hammer.
It can also have a hammer
Yeah.
setting. So if you're going into concrete or block,
A lot of scaffolders use that one, don't they?
yes, they do. They do these days.
Scaffolder's best friend, really.
Yeah,
That, I think nowadays. isn't
and
it?
you'll
Yeah.
feel the difference in weight there. If you're, you know,
Yeah.
you're plasterboard, you're doing that all the time.
I think we should give him Jay to feel.
Yeah, Jay, do you want to?
Jay's the non, you know.
Oh, that's nice. That's brilliant.
Nice action, nice action.
But yeah, you'll feel better with that.
Oh, yeah. To get used to this. What's the salary again?
Oh, do that again. It was quite a nice.
Oh, cooling it down. Oh,
That's something I've learned. So not only has it got a torch, it's also got a fan.
in-house air conditioning. Yeah.
Anyway, off the tools.
It's not great for the sound, though.
Yeah.
What's this I've noticed as well on the table?
So we obviously we always have our cups, don't we? I mean, you two are kind of like.
I've always got my Gulag cup.
Gulag.
Always.
And Jay loves
Gulag is always.
There's a reason why Jay loves that cup.
He loves
We
his
all
brick
know
cup.
why he loves it.
Repping the money dogs.
Yeah. But this one tonight, this one's interesting. So this one has got like lots of sort of construction tips on it.
Give us a tip, Dan.
Okay. Rubbing soap on a screw will help it turn smoothly.
Lubricant.
Yeah, I think that's kind of obvious.
Yeah. I could save that one for only Dan's.
Only Dan's. Say that for only Dan's. Rubbing soap on. You've got to sort of give it a bit
Pennies make perfect tiling spaces.
more. Nice. If you've got a penny jar,
Yeah.
fair enough. Or about
Um,
£1 for a bag full of spaces. But I get, yeah.
yeah. I mean, yeah.
Give us one more, Dan.
One more. There we go. Oh, I've seen this one a lot on these things. Use a folded sticky note to collect drill dust. So
Yeah, I
I've
get
seen
it.
this a
Yeah,
lot.
when you
It's
drill
great.
into
I
the
mean,
wall,
it's a great one.
capture the dust underneath.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
Even today, though, I've been in construction for like, I don't know,
Here's a good one.
25 years. Go on.
just that. I mean, I've just seen this and thought, oh God, so many IKEA wardrobes up, pissing around with that
Go on.
stupid little man in it, IKEA. A trouser hanger makes a great manual holder. It does.
Oh, you mean with the clips?
Yeah.
So you can hold your manual?
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. I see what
And
you're saying.
I don't no matter what trade you are, every trade,
Yeah,
everyone
but then
thinks.
to turn the page, you'd have to unclip it.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I don't know. It's a bit TikToky, you know, them sort of, Yeah, I don't know. I love TikTok, don't get me wrong, but some of these things I watch now, I've been in the trade 20, 30 years, and I think some of them go, oh, wow, that's amazing. Others think, what are you doing? You know what I did find out the other day? Have you ever seen them videos, them viral videos of, they're like Asian chaps who like build just out of the ground with like,
Oh yeah,
and they make pools and
yeah.
completely and utterly fake. All of it. It's totally and utterly fake.
Yeah.
There's a whole crew behind them that help them. I never even realised that. I believed it. I was like, this is amazing. These
They're
guys
good
are so
videos, aren't they?
yeah, they're brilliant
I've
videos.
seen
They're brilliant
those,
videos, but it's all a lie.
It's like Bear Grylls.
Bear Grylls. Well, yeah, some of his stuff was questionable, wasn't it?
Wasn't it? I don't know.
Yeah, he was like, I'm here in the middle of nowhere, and there's a motorway just there. Do you know what I mean? Just off camera.
And a Hilton.
Yeah, no, but there's been proved. There's a guy who did videos of him actually. I think a lot of his stuff is genuine as well. I mean, we love Bear Grylls. He lives just off the coast of Abersock.
Does he?
He owns an island off the coast of Abersock. Yeah, yeah. He put a slide on his island, and the local council at Abersock made him take it down. A slide off his island into the sea.
Yeah, brilliant.
No, you're not having that. You're not doing it.
Why not?
I don't know. I don't know. Just wanted to quickly mention the average wage of everybody in the UK. If you know, the average national average minimum wage. So what they have to be paid. So I'll just go through it quickly. 16 to 17-year-old is £4.81. 18 to 20-year-old is £6.83. A 21 to 22-year-old is £9.18. And then the national living minimum wage, so anyone above that, has to be on a minimum of £9.50 an hour.
So I'm saying purely if, going away from construction, some 18-year-olds can type double what some whatever age they are year olds.
Yeah.
How do you get half the wage for that?
I don't know. It's a difficult one, isn't it? It's one of them. What we've actually talked about this as well generally, but you know, what should you be on in your job? What should you be on? What should I be on? I'm a big believer in you should be on what you deserve and what you fight for individually. I'm not necessarily one of these ones that should, we should all be on the same, if you know what I mean. Because people do work harder than other people.
But what you should be on, it should match what you can buy as a house.
I totally agree.
Right. Now
totally
that is totally out of whack.
I totally agree.
And so if the average wage can't buy the average house, there is a massive problem.
That's not the average wage. That's the national minimum wage.
But then that should be. So what's the minimum? What's the average minimum?
Well, I'm just going to I'll just Google now average house price UK. Okay. Jesus Christ, yeah. The average house price in the UK currently is £281,000 for the average, so just shy of, not far off 300,000.
And what's the average UK wage?
Like 27 grand.
Let's
have a look. Average UK salary. Average UK salary is 25,000. 26,000.
So you can't buy a house.
But it moves on average up to 31 depending on where you are in the UK. Though it's saying that here. So let's say 28,000. I think you said it, Jay. Yeah. So if the average house price is 281,000, but the average salary is about 28,000, that's 10 times your salary to buy your fucking house.
So they would need.
That's the average house price. You can get cheaper houses.
What's the average house price?
281,000.
So they would need.
It's 10 times. They need 28 grand deposit.
No. They'd need a £200,000 deposit.
No, where have you got that from?
Because you only get 3.5 times your wage.
Yeah, but it's 10% of the value of the house is your deposit that you need.
Yeah.
So that's 28 grand off for 280.
Yeah, but the mortgage company will only give you 3 times.
Sorry, I'm with you. I see what you're saying. Yeah. When you if you're on 28 grand, you only usually get 3.5 times 3.5, maybe 4, depending.
Maybe 4. Yeah. Even if you went to 5.
I know what you mean. So you actually to get your deposit,
you need 180. You need to buy the house. You need 180
I'm with you.
grand.
I see what you mean. It's ridiculous.
It's mental that.
And that's where being a construction worker is going to help you do all your own stuff.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Almost done for today,
Yeah.
guys.
Can you take this fucking hoodie off?
Yeah, I know it's too hot in it. It's been just really, really hot today.
But winter is coming, and we're giving another one.
Yeah.
Away.
Winter is coming. Going back to the Game of Thrones pun again.
Yeah.
We're giving away the hoodie, so all you got to do is be a subscriber on YouTube, comment on episode 5, and you'll definitely win the hoodie if we like the comment, if it's our favoured comment.
Yeah.
Quickly talk about two quick things. One is the hat. The hat's been on to Brazil. It's been all around Brazil. 2 fans wrote to us and asked us if they could take the hat with them on holiday. Yeah. They took it to Brazil and sent us loads of pictures back. It's been to the Christ Redeemer statue. It's been to Maracanã Stadium.
It's been in a favela.
It's been in a favela. Yes, it has. So if any fans want to take it on holiday with them.
Oh, Copacabana Beach.
Yeah, it's been Copacabana Beach
at
the Copa. So they can do that. Just email us in if you want to take it. All we ask is send us some pictures,
and they've got to buy us a present for the table.
And we get it back. And you've got to buy us a present for the table. So Sam and William, 2 of our fans, bought us that. Apparently, it cost 90p. Yeah, straight from Brazil, right at the bottom, right at the foot of the statue. It's going to stay on the table from now on forever. I think we're pretty much done, guys and girls, aren't we? Yeah. Thank you very much for listening. Look out for episode 6. Look out for all our lives on TikTok. We will see you on the next episode. Goodbye.